the lift goes really, really well and really stable, it means that when we come to place it back, that also will go predictably well and stable. So that's the big key, is to see that this lifts up. Alright guys, remember when I said that we were done? As you can see, it's done. Truth be told, we're not. I've been in this game long enough to know that nothing always goes as smoothly as you hope, but I tell you what, if it does go smoothly, it'll be a few beers tonight, that's for sure. Welcome back to episode 20. I hope you've all had a good summer. I know I have. Here we are back at the funky playground. Not all has gone to plan here. We are here today to rectify the problem, and I'll talk you through what went wrong and tell you how we're going to fix it, and then we'll actually see whether my plan will work the way I hope. But the main thing is that we don't rush, we don't stress, and we just stay focused on the job and we get it done. So let's walk you through what's happened. The mistake that we have made is that these concrete elements, these funky elements, they're supposed to be above the ground. So the whole construction needs to basically be 30 centimeters higher. And we also need to make sure that whatever we do underneath these blocks is something that's stable, and not only that, doesn't really interfere with the safety zone. So the plan today is, right now we're digging out all of the bark to expose all of the blocks, because then that allows us a nice clean, tidy environment to work in. Now what we don't want to do is we don't want to create stress on the whole structure. The wood does move, these don't, and the weight is on the outside. So the idea is, if we lift from the points of the most amount of weight, it'll create more of a stable lift. So what we are doing now is we're digging up, we're going to put some ratchet straps underneath the blocks and ratchet these straps to the wood. So at least firstly we're avoiding any failure on the bolts rather than just lifting. We want to make sure that everything is tight and well held together. The maths part is estimating what the weight of the concrete blocks are, and we reckon that around about 4 tons of concrete. Now the wooden structure is big, but not that heavy, and realistically probably no more than say 2-3 tons at the most. So that means a total weight of 7 tons approximately. The crane can lift 8 tons on a 17-meter reach. So we've eliminated one problem, that is, can the crane lift the construction? Yes, it can. But it depends on how close the crane can get to the construction, and obviously a 60-ton crane doesn't particularly like wet grass. We can lift 8 tons, which we think 7, so we have 1 ton to play with, but there is still a chance that this won't work. If the lift goes really, really well and really stable, it means that when we come to place it back, that also will go predictably well and stable. So that's the big key, is to see that this lifts up. Vent vis han tar boomen den vei. Ja, nice. Den ser bra ut. What do you reckon, Joseph? Move this point in. Have a little bit more weight on the outside. There's more structure there for supporting the outsides as well.
Closer.
Okay. And then let's see how it goes with that slack gone. Because now he's out over. Okay. Hvordan det med bommen? Den rett over? Men da prøver vi igjen forsiktig. It looks pretty good. That looks pretty good, actually. Look. How are we looking, Joseph? I think we're looking Den ser bra ut det. Anticipated that bending in the middle, so I'm really pleased. Now we just got to be really on it with the blocks. Then we're going to lift granite blocks into place. They become the new feet. The granite blocks are 30 by 30, so we obviously need to be very critical about where we place the granite blocks, so that when we lift it back into place, the granite blocks are already there. And then it's just a case of putting the bar back in, as easy as that.
A bit,
yeah.
Side, push a little bit, push the material under,
yeah.
And that's it.
Yeah. We now know the lifting point of the structure, so that actually really helps for when we're going to lift it back. And you saw how controlled it was not a problem at all. Doing all right, still got to get it back. Yeah, good idea, yeah. So I just chopped those down just in case, but nothing. Oh well, never mind. Man, I'm glad we put that in the middle there. Number 6 or 5 or whatever.
Everything's a win.
Yeah. Phew, we did it. Moment of madness. We got the job done, which is the most important thing. We managed to lift it without breaking anything. Super chuffed. And the whole idea of, in theory, it should work. The nice thing is it did work. But as you can see now, the concrete is sitting proud, and we're just now raking the gravel, the bark back over and in. But at the end of the day, we had to fix it. So we, again, proof is in the pudding. There's always a way. We figured it out and we got it done, and job well done. Really good job. So glad you guys got to see this. Glad you got to see that actually we do make mistakes. We're not perfect. But the main thing is that if you make a mistake, you need to own that mistake and rectify it. So that's what we've done here, and I'm actually super chuffed. Even though it's cost money, even though it's cost a bit of stress, there's nothing more satisfying than being with your back up against the wall and actually overcoming an obstacle. So that's what we've done here. So cheers guys, catch you on the flip side.